Alright, well, I'm gonna go over to Home Depot and just get some lumber. At least I have it. Start building my fence. Need a little bitty screwdriver. Alright, well, I'm sorry if this is boring, but this is a thing, you know, like it. Alright, I'm kind of looking forward to this one. It's an old Evinrude 48 special. Says it runs, but it won't stay running. E48SL So I don't know, I have to look up the year on that. I can do that, I can go in there and look it up, but he's got the decks out of it because he's redoing it. And I guess he's put new carpet in it. I don't know. Seats are in great shape. I looked at those are fine. He's got, like I said, he's got the deck out of it right there. So, you know, I don't know what trolling motor. He's got another boat. He's probably gonna take stuff off of it. But he's got the key in it. It's pretty muddy right now, so I don't know. You know, I'm gonna have to get out something to put down, cause yeah. So eventually we're gonna get this. Either I'm gonna put some rock in, right? Yeah, or I'm gonna do something. But it's gonna have to be whatever the easiest way to go about it, because I ain't got a lot of time. Anyway, haven't been registered in a while. Kentucky at 2015. But I think he's got all everything for it. He's that kind of guy. He ain't fooling around. We got us a key, right? So the first thing I'm saying is I gotta get a tub going, and for this little guy I could probably use that little tub over there just for start, or I'll get my big tub. I don't know, maybe I'll get my big. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Anyway, do a compression test first. See if this thing even has any compression. I have no idea. So both of these guys were really rich, so definitely some kind of fuel problem, probably flooding it, seems like. We can check our gap. I mean, the gaps look alright, I guess. I'll check, make sure they're firing, but I'm sure they are. Gotta get up, gotta fill up the tub and get set. It's time to go to the eye doctor. Get my eyeballs checked. You know what I mean? What in the world is going on right now. Everybody's on camera these days. Alright, so I'm wanting to know a couple things. I want to know if I got spark, and I want to know what the compression numbers are. We got a little paint marker, compression gauge. This is just a cheap one. Well, it's not cheap. I mean, I got it at Advance, I think, or one of the auto parts places. Seems to be fine. I had one just like it before, and I dropped it in the water, so. But it works pretty good and gives a pretty accurate reading. These things are like, you know, I don't know, you go through them, so you just budget for it, but just gotta find the hole. Alright, but yeah, this one just connect up there, maybe to the bolt, I don't know. That would be a block. Alright, I gotta find another bolt on the other side somewhere. I got my remote start hooked up. I got my tub full of water. Probably just go straight to this little coil, and that'll let us know what the compression number is, and we'll turn the key to the on position. I don't need the key on actually for this, but if we want to do them both at the same time, you know, like I just turn the key on and see if I got spark, see what the compression of this is. I got the fuel disconnected. There's probably some fuel in the fuel bowls, but maybe it'll dry out that cylinders a little bit. You guys maybe be my peepers, and I'll try to jump in there too. Got my remote start. See if I can see. I got it on this one and this one, so hopefully it shows up. Oh yeah, I see it there. 120. That's probably about all we need. So this one's 120. That's good compression there. Yeah. And this is 150. You guys can see it. That says 150. So maybe the top one, because I went longer with this one. Let's do the top one again. Man, that's pretty out here. Thank God this weather, man. It's been crazy. Alright. See what it gives us. I say 140. 140 to 150. Wow. That's what makes these a good old motor. So I don't know what the horsepower of this is, but I bet it's got some torque. And we got spark on both cylinders. Working on my fence, and I've got all kinds of nonsense going on in that. You know, first I was like gonna go like, cause I'm not a carpenter, right? So I guess the first thing that happened is I realized I had put this board upside down, so I changed that, and then I put, you know, I marked it, these top two, they're level, they look kind of funky. Finally got a string out, but then my string is too tall. And I'm gonna take these boards back out, and I'm gonna make them like these, I guess, I don't know, 6-8 inches, and then I'm gonna do a string line. I don't like this. It's not working out, and you know, so I could get out my timing light and just check his timing, but he redid his carburetors, and so he's all kind of worried about this, and he said he messed with this linkage. So we got that going for us. Anyway, this is a little off. So I think disconnect this, pull this, and start over. Probably pull his carburetor, just check his job. And he did a basic one, you know. He just he's got some parts, he's got the old parts. I'm gonna check how his floats are, because I'm just about guessing that he's got a fuel problem. And then we got his line coming all the way up here. And there's a filter in the pump. You don't really need it, but he has this, and it is cracked. I do see a crackage there. Only way to really check that is just to be able to, you know, do something like this. Let me get something to, a little bucket or something to, when I pump this, and see how it does. And then also, you know, like he's got this open, so. Oh, by the way, he's got a bunch of the, to the cover. It's all laying down here. So I'm just gonna go around and pick up and put them all in one place too, because later I'll have to figure out where everything is. All right, I gotta recheck his work. So, you know, of course he put all new lines and he worked on his carbs and everything, but I think I'm gonna take these off and take a peek inside and see, you know, see if it's all good or if it's all bad. I don't know. But I'm gonna take the battery, I'm gonna disconnect it. I got the key off. I think I'm gonna fix this little line here. I'll get this running good, because that don't look good. It's just because I'm like messing with fuel, so I'm just gonna disconnect them. I don't have to. Like, I'm pretty certain I'll be just dandly, but you know, since I'm messing with fuel, I might as well just take the 1 minute to undo that. Anyway, this one's pretty easy. I think it's half inch bolts here on the other side. Got to take some fuel line apart, it looks like. Right here and there. Alright. Like my friend Clint would always, alright! There's gonna be cars and everything go by here. Not much I can do about that. Got some picks out here. Got a screwdriver. Just gotta take a peek in these, you know, see what I can figure out. Of course, this is our fuel inlet, so I don't know if you guys can hear this or not, but let's see. Okay, that's free flowing. What happens if we turn it upside down? It's locked. Okay. Or the float's closed. Seems to be working. I guess we'll take a look in here and see what we can figure out. We'll take this off first, though. Let's just take these off first. So let me get you a screwdriver. Yeah, I just got a little, thing because I gotta clean them, and some screwdrivers. So, ooh, a drain plug. That seems to be fine. Yeah, that seems to be fine. I'm gonna need to get that out though. I guess I don't really have to. We can. It looks fine. I mean, I can blow through it, so that's good. I just decided I'm gonna throw them in my ultrasonic cleaner because there's a little bit of schmutz in there somewhere. It's almost impossible to get it out, so just throw them in there for 30 minutes and be done with it. And I kind of changed my mind because Bob bought this kit, right? And he replaced it. Like, he's got the old floats in here, which I almost kind of like better, but it's got some plastic ones. We can test them, see. So he's got all the old pieces in here. And then in his kit, he must have either he ordered this or they sent it to him in the kit. But this is a pair of carburetor, cleaners or whatever, like, pipe cleaners or whatever. And then, so on this carburetor, there's these 3 little bitty, I mean, they're tiny. They're like right here. And he's probably already done this. Now, I checked this one, or maybe he didn't use it because he was like, they're too small. Whoa! Yeah, let me just drop it. But, I had a guitar string I just put up in that first set of holes. But where's it at? Yeah, there they are. Chuck gave me these elixirs a long time ago. They're all, they're just in different packages, but I'm sure I have one here that's real small. Like that is not. So this little thing is cool, but there's some that are real small. Let's try these. Because, I mean, it doesn't look terrible dirty. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that. They're just sticking it in there and it's nice and free. There's just not a lot to these guys. So make sure like those little holes right here are all clean. And that I can probably use as pipe wrench or whatever. I'm sorry. It's probably welding tips. But maybe they selling it as a carburetor cleaner kit. I don't know. Because I didn't buy this kit. May ask him if I can have it. But I got these. So no big deal. Now in these you need a little bigger one. Well, this is how far I got today. Some days, man, you just can't get done what you want to get done. That's all there is to it. You just want it to be over. So, I don't know whether it's the right way or the wrong way or what. This is how far I got. So, and this is what I decided to do. I made that second run there, and I'm using this as like, I know I should probably just be using the ground. Could save myself some money, I think. But then I don't like, it's easy to rest it on that board, you know what I mean? And if it's on the ground, then it could wick up to the wood. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But got it level, got it leveler. So do like this, it'll be all right, it'll be fine. I don't know, you know, it's kind of what I ended up with here. Little leveler thing, it's up there. It's a little better. This one's bowed. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, it'll run all the way down there. It'll look all right once I get it all the way up. So I was starting to get off a little bit there. I'll pop the next one up a little bit. You won't be able to tell by the time you see them all run. So you can tell the top of that is not level. Of course, that's old. But I don't know. I guess I'm doing whatever I can do. I just want it to be secure, and I don't know, give them a little privacy. And if I decide this is a big enough area to put like a landing pad, I can park a boat back here, like my boat. Although until they clean up these trees, I don't know if I'll do anything like that. But I'm just trying to fix what the wind tore down last year. So this is what it is. So I'm trying to get a few more up before I run out of daylight. And yeah, you can see it coming out that end. Alright, so there's not much to these, like I said. So, you know, you got your 3 little holes there, which I did. And then you got these on the side. And then, you know, he had, you know, we got to check this other jet that's right here, but seems pretty good to me. You know, we could use his little cleaners and stick them up in there and make sure, but yeah, that jet's pretty big. So, but even still, that's a good, you know, that's clean. So this I'm going to put back together, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other one, and then I'm going to put it back on. Oh, the other, and then we'll get to these. These, of course, you got to do that, you know. Just make sure they're clean. All right, this is that new float that he got, or he, and then this, I checked this. This is the old float, and it floats. So, I'm wondering, you know, maybe he got the wrong kit. I don't think so. But this is the old float is 0.62. Let's see what this one is. .64, 0.65. About 3 thousandths. That shouldn't really be a problem. So then we need a needle. We'll see how they end up. And I got my little tab in the back. You don't want it upside down. So I don't know, you know, if it's... Seemed like it was pretty low before. See how that's low? So we just need to bend this up till it's flat. It's a little better. Still not quite. There we go. That's more level. And maybe it should go down just a hair. Got a little straight edge, but that's pretty flat across now. So let's get out our 4 screws. And then just make sure there's some holes. So this hole right here, you gotta make sure this gasket is where that hole is. That's pretty simple. And then we're gonna take, we should have 5 screws. And we're gonna take some blue Loctite. And I'll put that back together. So I thought we had 5. We got 4. So never mind that. Some of them, you never know. You get confused. About like that. And literally, that's about all you need. And I just go back and check them. Yeah, that's good. All right, now I'm gonna do the other one. So okay, I kind of wasn't paying attention there, So that one I'm gonna have to redo because I didn't set the down part of the float, and also I'm missing a gasket. So, you know, just be cautious and make sure you take your time, because like I said, man, you'll miss it easily. Especially like whenever I'm doing the camera, like sometimes I'm just trying to get it done because I'm gonna shoot lots of time, and so, you know, everybody misses stuff. But if I didn't have the camera, maybe I'd be more, because I could pay more attention to this, is what I'm trying to say. You know, like on this, see, I'm pretty sure I put the gasket the right way, but, you know, did I? So, if you're unsure, like I'm unsure, because now just thinking about it, I was like, did I do this right? I was in a hurry again, you know? So, take that off. And then on that thread blocker, it's kind of nice to, if you can let it set up a little bit before you put it in. Just want to make sure our hole's in the right place, which it is. See, because you could have it, you know, cattywampus. So we should be good now. I've already done this, but I'm going to do it again. But I'll have to take that other one apart, because, yeah. Now I got to go hunt for that. Jeez. So basically, I didn't set this. So, something to bend this tab. The other thing is, on the seat, I didn't put the washer, or the fiber washer, so I screwed that up. It's better. Whoa, it's probably too much. No, that's better. So you can see, like, here's your bottom, so it's really gonna go to the bottom of the bowl. So we're just gonna keep bending it in a little bit more. That's probably fine. And then we're flat there. Maybe just a hair. Yeah. Alright, so we're flat. And then I'll be ready to put this thing back on the engine. Yeah, we got everything like we're supposed to. Still put some more of this on there. Want them to be sealed. Talking out loud. Well, unfortunately, this one has a plastic piece that had a hairline fracture. So there's not much you can do about this. And they make new ones, and just get you a new one. So I took this off. So we're gonna have to repair that. Well, just gotta kind of squeeze them together. They will push out. Like, that's just broken. I think I got some new ones. If not, I'll have to order him a couple sets. have to get something to... Get off of it. Get through there. Well. Alright. When in doubt, cut it out. Well, that one don't want to come out, does it? There it goes. I'll look and see if I got some new ones. You know, I was looking at this one too. It's pretty much trashed. Probably off and on so many times. I was really gentle with it too. Normally the way I took it off, man, you have no issues. They're cheap, you know, just we get a couple of them. And then I'm gonna get a new end piece too for his where his throttle linkage connects. So there's our little pieces right there. And I thought this would be like a no parts required fix, and it turns out it's not. But I mean, you know, what that can be expected, I guess, since it's, I don't know, let me go. I'm gonna have to look up some parts, so when I do, I'll look up and see what year this thing is. And I don't know, I have to revisit this in a couple of days, I guess. It won't take too long to get some parts, so anyway, I'll revisit this. So thanks for watching. While I charge this up, battery up, plug the gas into it. It's amazing what happens, but still we got a bad solenoid there. It's running pretty good though. These little motors, man, they run great. I'm gonna let it just sit there and eat for a few minutes. I'm gonna go get my meter and check and make sure that it's charging.